truck. Get in the truck. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Hey there friends, Tainterina, Vicky here, whatever you'd like to call me. I am a school behavior intervention specialist with 15 years experience working with students on de-escalation, conflict resolution, and social skills. Social skills are those pesky little things that you probably should have learned as children, but not all of us did, and some of us need refreshers. I'm going to take my experience and we're going to do some body-worn camera breakdowns. Happy Wild Wacky Wednesday. Today's wild video comes to us from Florida and from Law and...
It's 4:30 p.m. and
Today's Wild Wacky Wednesday video comes to us from Florida, from Law&Crime BodyCam, and it is called Young Florida Man Gives Cops a Run for Their Money. Let's see how this one goes.
it's 4:30 p.m. in North Miami Beach, Florida, where one officer conducts a routine traffic stop over a suspected illegal window tint.
Roll down the back windows. Roll down the back windows. How's it going, man? Officer Odom with the North Miami Beach Police Department. The reason I'm stopping you is because of your tents all around your car. And you have the reflective tents for some reason. Do you have medication for it?
Huh?
Do you have medication for it?
What do you mean medication?
Usually people with dark tents like those usually have a doctor's note.
I don't have it on me.
Okay. Do you have your license? Is the car to you? That's your license? Any weapon in the car?
Police identify the suspect seen here as 22-year-old Jonathan Rivas Gonzalez, who's questioned about the tint. But according to an arrest affidavit, the officer says he detected a, quote, strong odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle, leading to further investigation.
Oh? Okay. Can I see it? When was the last time you smoked in a vehicle?
Huh?
When was the last time you smoked in a vehicle? It smelled like weed in there.
I'm on my way to pick up my mom, but she's in emergency. I have to take her to the hospital.
Okay. I'll try to be quick. Can you step out real quick for me?
Can I ask you why I'm stepping out?
Because I'm asking you to step out. Put everything down, please. Put it on your car, man. Put it.
Man, I have to take my mom to the hospital, dog. Like,
Put it in your car. You taking longer than expected.
Okay. Anything else?
I gotta pat you down. Put the phone on top of that. Put your hand on top of the car. Bro, I'm not telling you put your hand back. Bro, relax. No weapon on you? Alright. No needle, no knife. You trying to speed this shit up. Alright?
I think there's I don't know if there's a knife, but it's a kitchen knife. But that's
Okay,
it.
that's fine. I don't mind. Okay, that's your car keys.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, turn around. Alright, do me a favor. No. Sit right here, cross your legs.
Sitting across my legs.
Yes. Cross your legs forward.
Huh?
Like, put your leg forward and cross them. Just sit down, bro. Sit down and cross your
I'm
legs.
shaking. I have anxiety.
Why you shaking?
Because I have anxiety, bro.
I'm trying to be fast.
Bring your feet out and cross them. That's it. Bring your feet out. Look.
Okay, want me to help you? Like this. I want you to do it like this and then cross them.
That's it.
And just wait, okay?
Okay.
Give me a second. Watch it.
Jonathan is left under the supervision of one officer, while the other prepares to search his car.
Your keys. How old are you? Huh? How old are you? Ah, okay.
How old are you?
22. Jonathan, right?
Yeah. You said there was no drug in the car, no nothing, right? All right, I'll do a quick search. Everything's good. You're gonna be good to go, all right? Oh, you say yes? 22? Okay.
While searching the vehicle, the officer discovers a glass pipe. But that's not all. A second glass pipe is found in the driver's side door. In all, the officer allegedly found 2 empty baggies alongside the 2 glass pipes, noting he suspected the items to be drug paraphernalia. Before moving on, police find a large kitchen knife in the same area. Nothing else suspicious was found in the vehicle, according to the criminal complaint. Next, one officer tries talking with Jonathan while the other continues searching.
Where do you work at? Where do you work at? Do you work or you just stay at home? In Hialeah or in North Miami Beach? You know you can talk, right? Yeah.
Can I explain why I have that? When I talk,
Whenever he wants to talk to you, yeah. We were both trying to talk to you and you didn't want to answer, so. Okay.
because you said if I wanted to talk, I can talk, but I'm not thinking now that I'm calm.
Well, now we ain't talking. Just wait.
Can I stand up? Why?
Because we told you to sit.
Why are you being so mean to me? Who's the one with my position?
How are we being mean and we didn't even talk?
Why are you using the phone?
We're conducting an investigation. The phone doesn't need to be open. Why does the phone need to be open? She's not here. You're not even talking to her. Right now, when I hung it up, you weren't talking to her. And even if you were talking to her, I would have took the phone and I would have hung it up and I would have put it there anyways.
Can I ask what you guys want?
What?
Can I ask what you guys want to know?
What?
Can I ask what you guys want to know? Like, you say I can talk and I look like...
He tried talking to you before. You would have been in the car the whole time if you just complied with him at first. You didn't, which is why you ended up out here.
He asked if I had any weapons, I said no.
Okay?
I complied.
There was times before that where you didn't. You didn't even want to sit down. We had to help you sit down.
I was shaking. You saw how I was shaking, man.
And I tried talking to you, and you ignored me. He tried talking to you, you ignored
You
him.
know what happens when you're having a panic attack?
Yes, that's the point. You talk. You talk it through. And that's what I was trying to do with you, but you... Whatever.
I didn't ignore you.
I have a hard time with what the female officer is saying here, because if our subject was actually having a panic attack or an anxiety attack, when you're dealing with that, you're breathing shallow, you're hyper focused on certain things, it's hard to branch out of that. And so he might not have actually been ignoring any of the questions that they asked, and he might really have been going through something that was making him unable to cooperate. That being said, I didn't see a lot of them trying to ask questions back and forth. The video could have been skipping. They do that a lot. But I think, in general, the female officer trying to, have those conversations, the only real question that I saw her ask was, where do you work? Or do you work? Those types of things. So what she was doing was definitely trying to not necessarily de-escalate, but just make both of them seem more human and almost minimize the situation. Obviously, the other officer searching the vehicles, she's just trying to make our subject feel more at home, which is a de-escalation strategy, because having your vehicle searched, especially if you know there are things in it that shouldn't be there, and I'm pretty sure he knew there were things in it that shouldn't be there, it's a way to help de-escalate the situation. But I think minimizing what he was actually going through, because he said he was having a panic attack, by saying you were just ignoring me, isn't going to help de-escalate things. Probably will have the opposite effect.
You need something? What happened? You see how you don't talk, right? And then when you want something from me, you want me to talk to you, right? You see this, right? So now if you ask me something and I ignore you, don't say anything.
You saw that right. Jonathan makes a daring move, allegedly shoving one officer before hopping back into his car and speeding off.
Heading vehicle heading northbound. 349. They just crashed into a vehicle.
Okay, so this is 17. Vehicles approaching Miami Gardens from 19th Avenue.
Police said Jonathan crashed into multiple vehicles in the chaotic getaway attempt before exiting his car and making a run for it.
356 is a white male fleeing, blue top, gray bottoms.
Avenue right now, gray top, blue bottoms.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Put her up, bro. Put her up.
I think our female officer's adrenaline's really high right now. You saw her having a lot of difficulty getting the taser back into position. It keeps her out of the fight for a long time. So training for the officers to help them make sure that they can get stuff back into position and get back into the fight as quickly as possible is very important. Also, working on finding ways to de-escalate yourself and to bring yourself back down when your adrenaline is that high is super important.
356 keeps units on 3.
In a vehicle. Last seen 19th Avenue at 183 Street. 356.
Miami Gardens does but we need more info where the subject actually
Give me subject in custody.
Subject in custody is 1656.
I got him. Get your rest. I got him. Get your rest. You guys all right?
Yeah.
I'm good. All right. Send a unit over to the 17th to double check on the people. Anybody there? Go that way, please.
Go that way or turn around.
Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Mayor.
With Jonathan secured in a patrol car, officers head over to the multi-car crash scene to check in with witnesses and potential victims.
We saw the kid.
We saw the kid on the
team.
What happened?
Near City Hall.
Yeah, it's a long story. What's
Can we shut these off? That way. You don't run it.
yeah.
The car is still on, imagine. After.
That's what I'm gonna do. Wait, hold on, let me see what her tag was. Sorry. You have your ID with you or no? Okay. Your first and last name? Hold on. Alright. If you want rescue can check you out. They're right here. Go over to them and talk, because Obviously, we don't have the medical services, so they do.
My question is, like, this is my first car. I've had it for 2 months. I don't know how, and I know the cops hit my car. So, where do I go from this situation?
Let me see. Oh, so he hit your car?
The cops hit my car.
No, he hit your car.
Who hit my car?
Look at where the damage is. There's no damage here. Your damage is right here. He hit your car.
The cops hit this car, and that made.
No, we didn't hit that car. He hit those cars. So before you want to start accusing, think about what you're going to say first.
I'm not.
There's no. Yeah. Well, you're coming out really strong. Relax. There's no damage here. The damage is here. The car hit you here, and it hit those cars, which is why you're here right now. I understand it's your first car. You don't know what to do, but ask. Don't accuse.
Okay. I think this officer maybe shouldn't be the one doing this part of the investigation or the traffic stop or something, because her reaction to this young lady was almost very, very rude. I don't know, maybe it's how she normally acts and she's very matter of fact, but this young lady just got into an accident, said it's her first car accident. She's never been through one before. She thought the officer hit her. The officer's car is pretty close. And when an accident happens, everything happens so fast, especially when there's officers flying up on it too, that it can be a situation where this young lady was just confused, memories get mixed up, because it's a traumatic experience. And so as a person going through it, you go through an adrenaline dump too, where you're trying to remember things the way that they're supposed to be, but sometimes it doesn't work. And sometimes a few days later, you're like, oh wait, this actually went like this. It's that concept of hindsight. But the officer getting angry with this young lady for saying that she thought the officer hit the car, how about instead of reacting that way, where she was accusing this young lady of accusing her of hitting the car, say, come around the side, let me show you this. Based on what I can see, there's no damage to the patrol vehicle. There's damage to this vehicle and damage to yours. It looks like this is how the things went. And I understand that things are traumatizing and it can be upsetting, but looking at this is what it appears to have been. Maybe I think that would be a better way to approach it. This was very rude of the officer, in my opinion. I think it could have been handled much differently, and she might handle things differently when she's not coming down from this adrenaline high of you just were in a police chase, you were assaulted, you had to wrestle with the subject on the ground, all of this stuff. I don't know how they're in Miami. I would think that police force is pretty big. I would, as a sergeant, I think if I were in that position, I've never been an officer, but if I were, I think I would have had other people do this part of the investigation and let the two that were the initial officers be dealing with our subject rather than dealing with the traffic crash.
Okay.
I'm not accusing. I understand you're on edge.
Okay.
But the first thing I saw was
no.
Okay,
I'm not on edge.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Okay, then don't talk. Kick rocks.
Kick rocks, really? I think that female that was in the accident was dead on. She knew exactly what was going on. She was being nice. This officer, not so much. It doesn't make the police force look good or your department look good when that's how you react to citizens.
Next, medics arrive to check on the suspect.
¿Habla español o inglés? No te pases de listo y deja que estos te chequeen.
I'm already here.
Oh, so you do speak English? Speak English? Dale, get out of the car. Walk around the car, close to the car, and go around. Go around. There you go. See that door? Stand in front of it. Face the door. All the way. Get close to the door. Once I open it, I want you to stand over there on the right-hand side where you see that cone, facing the corner. You understand that? All right. Do it. Face the corner, I said. The corner. The corner. This corner. Turn.
Come over here. You're gonna stand over here. You're gonna face the wall on the white line. Face the wall. All right, stop right there. Just look at the chest. Always good to be safe. You have any jewelry on you or anything that I should know about?
296 on 906.
You check those pockets.
You have pockets on the bottom? No?
Oh, on the side?
No, you're not wearing extra shorts, just underwear?
No underwear.
No underwear, free balling it? Great.
Done.
Come over here, face the wall, face the wall. And I take off this scarf you're gonna put on the top of your head, do you understand? Yeah.
Jonathan was booked for aggravated fleeing, battery on a law enforcement officer, reckless driving, fleeing and eluding, resisting an officer without violence, in possession of drug paraphernalia. Online records show his charges for fleeing and eluding, resisting, and possession were later dropped, while the suspect pleaded not guilty to the remaining charges. At last check, the 22-year-old is expected back in court this summer.
This was an interesting one because the subject started out pretty compliant, and then once he realized that the officers found what they found, he took off. I think a lot of the choices that happened at that moment were due to his use of an illicit substance. So obviously the social skill of refraining from illicit substances is very important. In terms of our main four, the importance of education and educating yourself, I don't think that one applies. Controlling emotions, I think overall he did a good job controlling his emotions, but he didn't do a good job at other skills. Accepting consequences, definitely one of those that he did not do a good job at. And following instructions, he did a decent job at it first until he decided to take off. That being said, other social skills that he could have absolutely utilized: controlling impulses, because instead of remaining calm and just accepting the consequences, he took off. That was an impulsive reaction, it seemed like. And the use of honest communication. So I think if he had used those two, especially with that refraining from the use of illicit substances one, then things would have turned out much differently. And this is another one of those videos where I'm actually going to say that the officer wasn't utilizing very good social skills. That female officer, in my opinion, could utilize some de-escalation training, at least as it stood in this video, in this snapshot of that officer's time on the force. I think that some de-escalation and social skills training would really have been exceedingly beneficial for the officer. She started out with some great de-escalation tactics of just trying to communicate with the subject, to minimize things, to make things seem less heavy than they actually were. But she really needed some training in things like anger control strategies and controlling emotions and controlling reactions. Having a conversation with a civilian who just went through a traumatic experience and then telling them not to accuse and literally saying the words, "go kick rocks." I was flabbergasted, and as a person watching this video, it just makes that officer and therefore that department look bad. The other officer, the male officer who was the initial person on that traffic stop, used some inappropriate language, but again, I don't think there's department policy against that anywhere. It's just a professionalism thing, but he seemed a lot more professional and a lot more in control of himself than that female officer did. And I've seen a lot of really great videos come out of the Miami-Dade area and a lot of really, really great officers. And I think this female officer, at least in this particular video, didn't do justice to what their departments generally do now. And so I'd like to see another video with her. Hopefully it was just that high stress situation, and hopefully she doesn't normally act like that. But in that snapshot, not a good snapshot of her. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Bye.